In the beginning, we believed we were alone. For centuries, humanity looked up at the stars with wonder, curiosity, and quiet fear. We built telescopes to peer into the darkness, sent signals into the void, and imagined what might be waiting for us beyond our small blue world. But no matter how far we looked, the universe remained silent until one day it didn't. It started as a signal. Not random, not natural, but structured, intelligent, intentional, a pattern repeating across frequencies no human technology had ever used before.
Look at the glow on that. Are you sure the Borthos is safe to eat? It's perfectly safe. Want to try some of the synthesized steak?
Have you tried the Alarian plexus nectar yet? It's incredible. Not yet, but this bubbling earth stew is surprisingly delicious. Show me where that is on the menu.
After decades
At
of
first,
travel, the
scientists
Eras
thought it
approaches
was a
Kepler
mistake, a glitch, a
186f,
cosmic
a
anomaly.
vibrant new world
But as
bathed
the
in light
days
of two
passed, the
suns.
signal became clearer, stronger, almost as if it was getting closer. And then the realization hit humanity all at once. We were not alone. And whatever was out there was coming here. The world changed overnight. Governments shut down airspace, satellites were redirected, news stations broadcasted without pause.
The fleet is in position. All defense systems online. Confirmed, Commander. Earth is secure under the Sentinel's watch.
If we cannot control the protesters, this alliance is finished.
There must be another way, Counselor. We cannot return.
People gathered in cities and homes in silence, waiting. Not for war, not for peace, but for the unknown. And then they arrived. Massive ships appeared in the sky, silent, motionless, defying everything we understood about physics. They hovered above oceans, above deserts, above cities, like watchers observing a fragile world.
Look, the atmosphere is stabilizing.
We did it! The fusion core is active! Yes, we did it! It worked perfectly!
There were no explosions, no attacks, no demands, only presence. For 3 days they remained, and on the 4th they made contact. It didn't begin with words. It began with understanding across the world. Screens flickered, devices activated, and a new signal spread through every system, every network, every screen. And suddenly we could see them not as invaders, but as beings. Humanoid yet different, their forms elegant, almost fluid, as if shaped by evolution far beyond our own. Their eyes held depth, not just intelligence, but something older, something patient. They did not speak in language, they spoke in meaning. Images appeared in the minds of those watching, feelings, concepts, entire ideas transferred instantly, without words, without confusion. And the message was clear.
See? You slice the matter like this, it is good with the greens.
And this one, does it require thermal restructuring?
We are not sure yet, but it smells wonderful.
According to the recipe, we add the carrots first.
And the orb next, perhaps?
Analyzing taste profile, sweet, crisp, texture analysis, succulent, aroma scan, fresh, pungent.
We come not to conquer, but to connect. The fear did not disappear overnight. Some saw them as saviors, others as a threat waiting to reveal itself. But the aliens did something unexpected. They waited. They did not force interaction. They did not descend immediately. They studied, observed, learned, and slowly, carefully, they adapted. The first landing was not in a capital city, not in a military zone, but in a quiet, controlled place chosen not for power, but for peace.
It's okay, just relax. This is for your comfort. See, you lay your head right here, and the blanket keeps you warm.
Shh, it's all right. You just rest your head here and let the blankets keep you warm.
Scientists, linguists, and researchers stood face to face with something humanity had dreamed of for thousands of years. The first step onto Earth was not dramatic. It was gentle, measured, respectful. And in that moment, everything changed. Communication evolved rapidly. What once took years of translation took hours. The alien species, far more advanced than humanity, began to adjust their methods. They studied human language, emotion, and behavior. They learned how we spoke, how we thought, how we feared, and in doing so, they became understandable. They developed systems that allowed direct conversation, not perfect, but enough. For the first time in history, humanity had a voice in the universe. Then came the knowledge not given all at once, but shared carefully. They understood something we didn't, that too much change too quickly could destroy a civilization. So they taught us slowly energy systems that required no destruction. Medical advancements that could heal diseases once thought incurable, technologies that worked with nature instead of against it. But more importantly, they taught us perspective. They showed us Earth not as countries, not as borders, but as one interconnected system, a living world on the edge of imbalance. They did not judge us, they simply revealed what we could not yet see ourselves. As years passed, their presence became part of daily life. They walked among us not as rulers, but as guests. Cities changed architecture, evolved human design, merged with alien understanding. Buildings became more efficient, more organic, more alive. Technology became less visible and more integrated. No longer tools we used, but systems we lived within. Perhaps the most remarkable change was not technological, it was human. We began to change not physically, but mentally. Exposure to a species beyond ourselves forced humanity to confront something it had long avoided: unity. Old conflicts began to fade, not completely, but noticeably. The presence of something greater, something shared, shifted priorities. We were no longer just nations, we were a species. But the aliens changed too. They did not remain distant observers. They adapted to us. They learned human customs, human humor, human emotion. Some chose to live among humans, fully adopting our ways, our environments, even our social structures. They experienced things they had never known: family, individual identity, emotion in its rawest form. And in that exchange, something unexpected happened. They began to understand us, not just intellectually, but emotionally. There were challenges, misunderstandings, fear, resistance. Not everyone accepted them. Some believed humanity was losing itself, that reliance on alien knowledge would weaken human independence. And perhaps there was truth in that fear. But the aliens never forced dependency, they encouraged growth. Every lesson they gave came with a question. What will you do with this? Over decades, a new generation was born. Children who grew up in a world where aliens were not strangers, but part of reality. They learned together, played together, dreamed together. To them, there was no us and them, only we. And as humanity evolved, so did its place in the universe. The aliens were not the only ones. They revealed something far greater. A network of civilizations, a universe filled with life, each species unique, each following its own path. Some advanced, some just beginning. And now humanity was part of it. The first journey beyond our solar system came not as an experiment, but as a partnership. Humans and aliens stood side by side aboard a vessel unlike anything ever built. Not just a machine, but a symbol of trust, of curiosity, of a future no longer limited to one planet. As the ship left Earth's orbit, something profound became clear. We were no longer waiting for the unknown. We had become part of it, but perhaps the greatest lesson they taught us was not about technology or space or power, it was about balance. They showed us that advancement without understanding leads to destruction, that intelligence without empathy is incomplete, and that true progress comes not from dominance, but from connection. 100 years after their arrival, Earth is no longer what it once was. It is not perfect, but it is different, stronger, wiser, more aware. Not because aliens saved us, but because they helped us save ourselves. And now, as we look up at the stars, we no longer ask, are we alone? We ask, where do we go next? Because the truth is, they didn't just come to Earth, they brought us to the universe, and this is only the beginning.